Hey, this is Josh with Eat Sleep Nerd. I definitely already found the coolest cosplay. The contest is over. What's your name and what are we cosplaying?
My name's Andrew, and I'm cosplaying as an Ultramarine.
So you say Ultramarine, but your beard says Space Wolf.
So when I built it, it was I didn't really know enough. So I was like, oh, the space or the Ultramarines, they look pretty cool. Now, if I'm gonna do it again, I'm gonna do a Space Wolf.
Okay. Cool. So I know you've already answered it, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask because people at home want to know, how long did this take to build?
This took 600 hours, give or take, and I did it in 3 months, doing pretty much 6 to 8 hours a day. I'd come home after work and I'd work on this. I ate so many frozen pizzas. I worked every day on this thing, except Sundays. Took Sundays off.
Well, it's the Lord's Day.
It is.
So.
It is.
Yeah.
Says the Pope.
All right, other obvious question, how tall are you all suited up?
All suited up is about 7'8", 7'9".
So you're
Depending on
not
how much I slouch.
So you're not quite Primaris height. Are you gonna go full Primaris next year?
Not next year. I want to build a Terminator one day, but I got to get a bigger truck and move it places.
That's fantastic, dude. Are you online? Do you have a social media account, anything like that?
I don't have any socials right now, but when I build a second one, definitely going to be doing some of that action.
That's fantastic, dude. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Here, put it there. Boom.
Hey, this is Jason back with Eat Sleep Nerd, and we're back with John from Galaxy Props, who makes. Well, actually, I'm gonna let you talk about your product real quick. But when we did our first comic expo back in 2023, John was one of the first people that spoke with us in one of our first interviews. So I'm very excited and very happy to be back with you, John.
I am very happy to still be here. I mean, gosh, that was, what, 23?
Yeah.
Why does it feel like longer than that?
A lot of people get that with me. They feel like it's been a long time.
Okay, this could be possible. I mean, that's just, but it's great to see you guys still at it.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you're still at it.
It's a struggle, but I'm trying.
So tell us about Galaxy Props and give us maybe a quick history of how you got into it.
Yeah, so about 15 years ago, I mean, it was like one of those deals where I was cosplaying and I was just, oh man, this is so fun. And the love that you get from all the cosplaying and people and the characters that you're dressed up as was amazing. And then people were like, hey man, where'd you make your stuff? Where'd you get your shields? Where'd you get your helmet? Where'd you get your stuff? I was like, dude, I made it. And it was like, this is like before people really started catching on. And so I found that people were needing to know how to make things for themselves. And obviously, it's like a knock on the door. Hey, I'm Ed McMahon. I'm here to give you like $1 million check. And that's how it was with cosplayers. Cosplayers were knocking at my door like, can you make this for me? Can you do this for me? I was like, okay. So I started turning around and doing stuff for people out of kindness. But then I realized there is a market here. So I decided to take it to the next level and start my own business to contribute to anybody who wants to dress up and be whoever they feel like they want to be.
You know, that's one of the most important things, is people just finding out their identities, maybe just stepping into another person's skin, another person's suit, and being somebody else for a minute.
Right, and so the thing is about that, what I like what you just said, because I think we all have it in us already, because we all identify with some of the characters we watch on television. We identify with some of the books we read, and it all helps us build our character. So a lot of times we can't see that person in the physical, but we can feel it in the mental, if that makes any sense. Mm-hmm. And so then I think that's what cosplay actually does. Cosplay actually allows you to create the avatar of whoever you are from the inside to the outside. And here we are today. Look at all this cosplay. Look at all these people. You know, I love coming to Huntsville, Alabama, because everyone expresses who they really are.
That's an amazing mindset. That's cool. All right, so what was the first skin that you stepped into on your own? Because you said you're making it initially for yourself, and then a follow-up question is, what has been your favorite that you have created, either for yourself or for somebody else?
Oh my goodness! So if that's the second one's gonna be tough. Let's start with the easy one. Okay. So I mean, I grew up with karate books and stuff like that. So Luke Cage Power Man was like my biggest guy that I wanted to be like growing up, and I said, you know what, I I can be Power Man now, you know, instead of just a one-time Halloween thing. I said, I'll go to Comic-Con in San Diego and become Power Man. And I did it. And I got to meet Stan Lee. And it's like Stan Lee and I was in Morgan Spurlock's documentary on TV. And it was like, whoa, how did this even happen? So after that, that's like a bug bit me, and I was just infected with.
No pun intended with the Stan Lee thing, bug biting you. That
bro, it was insane. I know, right? I know, right? So I got this like, yeah, well, it could have been because you know Power Man has this thick, impenetrable skin, and I just became that guy. So with that, then I went to the Green Lantern, which was my second, and then I went to Cyborg, and then I went to Captain America, and you know, it's just you know, but then people started connecting to me, and I wasn't a really big poster. I didn't really, you know, stream or do nothing like that, which I probably should have. I'd be probably bigger than I am now, but I mean, people were asking me, how'd you make this? How'd you make that? How'd you make that? I mean, so it was just me giving them word of mouth, just freebies and helping people out. So
that's really cool.
Yeah.
I love that you have like a roster of characters that you've been.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite or the coolest costume or helmet that you've made for someone else?
Okay, so since I like Green Lantern and I've always been a DC fan, I mean, you know, right? So Hawkgirl, I've always wanted to see if I can do something like extravagant as Hawkgirl. So I did the wings, did the helmet, armor, and it came out pretty decent, I think, you know. So from there, it was like, okay, you're doing it for her, you can do this for me. I mean, it just went to Thor girl. It went to, you know, the list. So many to count. It's crazy.
That sounds really involved to make that costume. So good on you for like taking on a challenge.
Right. So I mean, we're all defined by our challenges and how we perceive them. So, I mean, it's always been a learning curve. I'm still learning, and I enjoy it because it's like no limitation. You can exceed your limitations every time, and it's just, I love doing what I do.
Well, John, thank you so much for joining with us again for at least our second time. Back here for a third year in a row. It's great to see you again. It's almost like you're one of our friends at the expo now.
Oh my gosh, your guys' company name is so amazing because I literally eat nerd, I sleep nerd. I mean, and being a creative, it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? So I hope you guys the best, and thank you for being you guys, and keep up the good work.
Thanks so much. You take care, man.
You too, my friend.
This is Josh Winter with Eat Sleep Nerd. We're still running around on the floor looking for the coolest cosplay, and I think I found one. My absolute favorite, Scorpion.
Scorpion, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, for real though. What's your name, and how long did it take to make the sick Raiden costume?
It's actually 3 people that worked on this together with me. It took all together about a month.
That's fantastic. The LEDs, that's a sick touch.
I appreciate it. You can switch them up. They're better for pictures when you can switch them up.
That's cool. Is this your first cosplay, or is this something you do every year?
This is about my 15th or 20th.
I just noticed your eyes.
Yeah. You like that?
I do like that. That's actually sick, dude.
You gotta add all the touches you can.
Yeah. Does it like by the end of the day, do you have to take them out?
Oh yeah, I mean after about 4 or 5 hours you can start feeling it. But it's really not too bad. I do Scorpion too, it's got the same contacts in it, so you get used to it after a while.
That's absolutely awesome. So are you going to see anyone else today or tomorrow, or are we sticking with Raiden?
No, tomorrow's going to be Scorpion. Later today, I might do Hunter Thompson, something a little easier.
Are you going to do the cosplay contest?
No, I don't do contests.
Why? You should win.
No. I did that once, found out the long way. It takes all day. It's not worth it for me anymore.
All right, well, are you on social media? Do you have anywhere?
Yeah, on Instagram, Igor Pieface.
Dude, thank you so much.
Absolutely, bud. Take care, man.
Hi, I'm Jason with Eat Sleep Nerd, and we're here with Peter, and you are dressed as, hang on, I feel like there's some democracy involved, a really cool intro song. I just can't get it. What are you today?
Halo ODST, not a Helldiver. We do the same thing. We drop from orbit and we kill aliens. So you're not the first person to get that mixed up.
Okay, all right, so I'm gonna have to, okay. I'm about to say, looking at your costume, you have to agree that, okay, you have the arrows on your sleeve. You look like a Helldiver, so you can understand the confusion.
It's all based on the same, like, Starship Troopers, so we're all ripping off the same book. So the confusion is understandable.
Okay, outstanding. I like that. I like that. So tell us, is there a specific MOD for your character, a specific class that you're dressed as?
Clearly, I am going to be a designated marksman for my squad.
Clearly.
Yeah, taking the big gun, take a hat off an elite at 2,000 yards. They'll go. They cost more than you earn in a month, but they will do the job.
No, okay.
Yeah, I need this. It's already got a name for it. That one's the prophet.
Oh, who's the name?
The prophet of truth.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
That one's already spoken for, unfortunately.
Well, your suit is absolutely outstanding. You look great.
I made everything myself, except the camouflage.
Yeah, I think that looks pre-printed.
Yeah.
So how long did it take for you to make your suit?
That's a funny question. I started this in high school, and I finished the helmet about 4 years ago. It's been a labor of love and learning how to do this. Like, these shoulder pieces are the first bit of cosplay I ever made. And the helmet was like the cap off. So the amount of learning that went into this, it's an incalculable amount of time. But all I can say for someone who wants to get started is when I started, I didn't have anything. I can learn it, so can you. That's what got me into it. I saw everyone else in these crazy costumes. Like, if they can do that, I can do that, and here I am.
Well, it looks absolutely outstanding. You look great. Hope you enjoy the rest of the expo, and thanks for talking with us.
Hey, it's Josh. We're still on the floor looking at the funnest costumes we can possibly find. What is your name, and what are we doing?
I am Casey, and this is the leader of the cult of Bucee.
So for anyone who's not in the Southeast, that's actually a thing. Like, we get pretty stoked about Bucee. How did you decide to land on this?
Because if the Fallout ever happened, people would think we worshipped this beaver.
So this is almost like a Fallout sort of. I can see it now, and it's awesome, dude. Yeah, and you even got the bottle caps. That's fantastic. So how did you? What was the defining moment? Where it's like, no, this is what I'm gonna do.
It was a meme I saw, and just like, yeah, I'm doing this.
No, so I am trying to find the coolest and sickest cosplays on the floor this year at the Huntsville Expo. What is your name, and who are we cosplaying?
My name is Ryan, and I'm just basically a Japanese samurai.
That's fantastic. I was going to ask if it was a specific samurai, so it's not inherently?
Maybe Ghost of Hiroshima. Most likely Ghost of Hiroshima because of the symbol I have.
Yeah. Okay, so it is kind of inspired by the video game a little bit. Is that what generated the idea?
I was mostly a Japanese geek, and samurai movies and everything else got a hold of me, so I started.
You're in a good place for it. Like, you must feel like you're home. Is this the only one you're doing? Like, is this your first one?
I'm going to try to do another set, but it's going to be more blue, maybe American, basically.
That'd be sick. So is this something you made yourself? Is it commissioned?
Yes, I made it by myself. It took me about a month. The heat treat and everything.
That's sick, dude. What's it made out of?
Iron.
Are you serious? Like, can I?
Sure.
Dude, that's sick. That's friggin' awesome.
Hey, this is Jason with Eat Sleep Nerd. We are going around the expo today. Actually, we're bringing the expo to us because we're kind of standing in one location today. But we're trying to find the coolest costumes, and we saw this smoking costume today walking around. And this is Jason, and what are you dressed as today?
I am dressed up as the Mask, but I was supposed to be a Payday character as a DLC skin.
What happened?
The other two keep getting lost in the crowd.
I see.
Where are they going?
Well, it's colorful. It's somebody stop me. I like that on this. And it says smoke. I like that. And what brought you to the expo today? What brought you to the Huntsville Expo?
Well, I'm a big old nerd, and I heard Weird Al was going to be up here, so I had to come up here.
Abso-freaking-lutely. Well, we appreciate you stopping by. You look amazing. You stand out. You look like you might be causing a little mischief today. Is that right? Fantastic. All right, thanks so much. Hope you enjoy the rest of the expo.
This is Josh from Eat Sleep Nerd. Can't stop, won't stop. Still trying to find the funnest cosplays I possibly can on the floor. Can you guys tell me your name, who you're cosplaying?
I'm Finley. I'm cosplaying a red blood cell from Cells at Work.
Sick.
I'm Bentley, and I'm cosplaying as like one of my personas.
I'm Kaylee, and I'm also cosplaying as a Mech O'Frage from Cells at Work.
Okay, so that's cool. So we've got 2 from the same thing, and then you're doing one of your own 5s. Is this something you made yourself?
It's mass produced on Etsy, but I decided to make her into one of my very own. Okay. So like customization.
So do you see out of the eyes, or are you seeing out of the mouth?
I'm seeing out of the eyes right now. So, I mean, I guess it's hard to see like in, but it's very, very well to see out. I can see really good, but I'm on fire.
What about the rest of us? Did we make these? Did we buy these? What are we doing?
It's mostly just like I bought the individual pieces of clothing. I painted the box myself, but that's as far as it goes.
For me, it's like I just bought dresses similar, and this is actually a dress that I cut into an apron. It took me like 4 hours to sew them all together.
Okay, so I've done cosplaying before. I can't sew. It's not my thing. I can macrame all day, but there's no sewing.
Hey, this is Jason with Eat Sleep Nerd, and we were trying to find the best costumes for today, and we have Pam and Greg, who are wearing Star Wars uniforms today. Star Trek, sorry, Star Trek. May the Force be with you. Right. So you guys look great in your costumes. You're definitely with the original season, and is this based off of the original series, or is this based off of the new Strange New Worlds?
This is the reboot from Chris Pine reboot.
Okay, so we're going 2009.
Yeah.
This is actually the same things that we got married in.
Outstanding. That's really cool. Okay. How long have you guys been married?
8 years.
Fantastic. So if you were to cosplay as anything else, what would you do next?
Is this a adult only show?
Or? Let's shoot for PG-13.
Probably Star Wars. We've done that before.
Princess Leia.
Yeah. That'd be great. Well, thank you.
That's a stretch, right?
For you to be Princess Leia?
Well, I'd have to shave.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, you don't have to.
Probably be advised.
Okay. Yeah, probably. Well, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy the expo.
Thank you.
Hey, this is Josh with Eat Sleep Nerd. Still looking for the best cosplay I could possibly find. I've already found my favorite because I know what you are.
I'm Pickle Nick.
Hey, what do we have over here?
I'm Brother Joseph.
Absolutely fantastic. What made us pick these particular costumes?
We represent our workplace, Straight to Hell, over at Campus 805, and we were both.
I love Straight to Hell.
Oh,
just for the record, I love Straight to Hell.
We love you.
So you're familiar with Brother Joseph then?
I am, in passing, yes.
Best beer in Huntsville.
I agree, actually. All right. Okay, sorry, I thought he was talking to me. Okay, is there any place people can follow you online, or should you do a shout out for Straight to Hell? Can you do that? I don't know.
Oh yeah, straighttail.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, all the things.
We also have a TikTok.
This is Jason, and we with Eat Sleep Nerd, and we have a unique guest with us today. We have Chopper from Star Wars Rebels. Chopper, why don't you talk to us about what you're doing here today? Oh, okay, that sounded fine. And are you dressed as anything in particular, or is this what you normally are dressed as? Okay, all right. I didn't mean to offend you. I'm really sorry about that. Is there anything that I can do to make this up to you? Excuse me? Well, fine. You know what? Just thanks for taking the time with us. I hope you have a great time at the expo today. And, just... Well then, and there you have it. Thanks so much for your time.
Hey, this is Josh with Eat Sleep Nerd. I'm still looking for the best cosplay. The hips don't quit, neither do I. So, what do we got going on? Who are you, and who are we cosplaying?
I am Subject Delta from Bioshock 2.
So, Bioshock 2, I was a sophomore in college. How old were you when Bioshock 2 came out?
Ooh, I don't remember, honestly. I'm a 90s baby, so,
It's not too far off of me. Okay, so you mentioned something really cool earlier because you were being considerate and asked if we wanted to turn the fan off. So you have built-in ventilation?
Yes, I do. It's on the pad, so.
So how long did this take to make?
All of it probably around 6 to 8 months.
That is insane. Is this the only thing you're cosplaying this weekend?
Yesterday I did Elias Ainsworth from Ancient Magus Bride. Yeah. And so tomorrow I'll be Conan from Naruto.
So to be clear, you spent 8 months on one costume. It's not even your only costume.
Right, right.
Get on their level.
I'm Jason, and I'm back with Eat Sleep Nerd, and we're still trying to find the coolest costumes at the Huntsville Expo. And today I'm with Luke, and you are dressed as clearly a knight. Are you a particular knight?
Trying to go for half plate, 14th, maybe 15th century, Germanic.
Okay, so we're getting a history lesson today. It's not actually a character from any fantasy or sci-fi.
No, sir, it is not. It is all original.
Okay, so what area, region of the world is this from again?
This is around Germanic I'm trying to shoot for.
Okay, this is a very cool getup. Talk to us about the shield. You've got some inscribing on the inside of your shield, a couple signs and symbols.
Yeah, so the shield itself is foam. I had to paint over this personally with a canvas with the house colors. The colors that you see on the tabard and the shield are actually historically my ancestors' house colors. Fun fact. So this is all historical.
That's very cool. What do you know the name of your house or what it was referred to?
The Raiden household.
Raiden?
Still carry the name.
That's really neat. Okay, so we're looking at 8 centuries about, or did you say 14 or 1500s?
About 14 or 1500s.
Okay, so we're looking at about 6 centuries worth of history and lineage.
That's a long time.
Fantastic. Okay, so on the inside of your shield, you have some more symbols and some wording. What is the significance of this?
The significance of this is just my beliefs and religion in general. I am a devout Christian, so wouldn't hurt to kind of show that a little bit just for myself.
Okay. Well, this is a very cool costume. Thank you so much for talking with us today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the expo.
This is Josh with Eat Sleep Nerd. I'm still looking for the coolest cosplay. I bet I'll go on longer than a Netflix show. So, who are we and who are we cosplaying?
Josh, Geralt of Rivia.
And then I'm his wolf companion.
All right, so that's fantastic. Elephant in the room, who is the better Witcher?
Definitely me.
All right, so how much of this do we make ourselves, and did we procure things anywhere else on the internet?
Amazon. Homemade.
Wait, no, really? That one's the one that's homemade?
Yeah.
That's insane. How do you even do that?
He's done all the work.
Yeah.
So he's the one that made everything.
A lot of pins and needles.
That is insane, dude. I was talking earlier, I can do the armor and stuff like that. Anything that involves fabric, which is essentially what that is, right? That's insane. It blows my mind. Is this something you do semi-professionally? Do you sell pieces?
No, this is just a hobby. Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for talking to us.
Hey,
all right.
It's Jason with Eat Sleep Nerd, and we are still looking for the coolest costumes at the Huntsville Expo, Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo. There we go. And today I'm with, what is your name?
Jace.
Jace. Okay. And what are you dressed as today? This is a very cool and kind of eccentric and colorful costume.
It's a mishmash of as lazy as it can make it. Just Monster Hunter armor, Yukumo, and a Rathalos greatsword. That's all I got.
You say that's all you got. That sounds like a lot. So why did you mash up these characters?
It's just easy. In the character, you can wear whatever armor and weapon you want. I just wanted to combine what I liked in the games, and relatively cheap, so I chose these.
Frugal and exciting. That's outstanding. So what's with this kind of mashup? It seems like you're pretty creative. What is your next planned mashup for cosplaying?
Since Monster Hunter lets me not have to wear a wig or change my face or anything, if I can make another armor set from that game, that's what I'll be doing.
That sounds smart. I want to pretend like I know what you're talking about. I don't. You just look really cool in your costume, and we really appreciate you talking with us today.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I'm Jason with Eat Sleep Nerd, and I'm terrified right now. I'm standing here with Robin, and I feel like I should run for my life, but instead we're doing an interview. So tell us who you are and what you're doing here today.
I'm Robin. I'm a public librarian by trade and a cosplayer all the rest of the time, and I'm just here for fun.
Fantastic. So what inspired you to wear your Wraith costume today?
The scene where Eowyn defeats the Witch King is one of my favorite scenes in cinema, in books, anything. And a lot of my friends do cosplays, and they just inspired me to start making my own.
Is this one of your first cosplays, or have you?
This is my first major cosplay, yes.
Yeah, you did an outstanding job.
Thank you.
Are you on stilts?
I am on stilts.
Okay, so you. Yes, sure. Show us those legs. I don't know why I'm putting that. Hello. So stilts. Tell us, how's your day going? Okay. So how tall are you, like in actuality, and how tall is your costume?
Actuality, I'm about 5'5". In the stilts, I'm right around 6'9" to 7 feet.
Okay. Very intimidating. You kind of stood out in the crowd and above it. So we had to definitely talk to you. What do you think will be your next cosplay?
I'd love to do like some really complicated armor from one of the Soulsborne games. So Artorias is one that I'm looking at doing. Maybe Malekith, the Beast Clerk. One of those has always caught my eye.
Clearly, yes. Those are the ones I would have suggested. I'm sorry, I feel like such a non-nerd right now. But anyway, thank you so much for talking with us. You look outstanding in your costume, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the expo.
I hope you do too.
Thank you very much.
Hey, this is Josh with Eat Sleep Nerd. I'm still trying to find the coolest cosplay I can. I did figure out who I'm going to call. Who are we and what are we cosplaying?
My name is Jeff Lester. I'm with the Tennessee Ghostbusters, and today I am, ta-da, a Ghostbuster.
So, how many people are in the Tennessee Ghostbusters?
Too many if you ask me, but, we're a pretty good crowd. There's about a dozen core members that we all hang together and we, do our thing.
So how long have you been doing this?
I have been doing this since 2015. Okay. Unfortunately, I suited up to celebrate the 2016 movie. Wow, boy, did I make a mistake there. Took a left turn at the Taco Bell, ran 2 red lights, but swung it back in with the 84 crowd, which is that was always my group.
Yeah. Of course. So is the Proton Pack something you bought, something you made?
This is actually the HasLab model. I wore that today. It's a little more indestructible than the one that I actually built. In a crowd of people like this one holds together more. With the one that you build, there's a lot of little greeblies that are stuck on it. You start brushing shoulders with people, things start falling off. So that's the one I opted for today.
I mean, it's probably a smart move. Is there a place we can look up your group online?
Absolutely. It's TennesseeGhostbusters.com.
Thank you so much, man.
Hey, guess what? It's Jason again. And guess what we're doing? We're looking for cool costumes at the Huntsville Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo. There we go. Yes, I want to not say that 3 times fast. And I'm with Adrian today. Adrian, thanks for joining us. Who are you dressed as today?
I'm dressed as Ryuma, Sword God from One Piece.
Okay. There are a lot of characters in a show called One Piece. You'd think there would be one. So tell us about this one.
So basically, he's an ancient warrior from the land of Wano, which, I mean, we only hit, I say recently, it's been a couple of years now, and so we didn't really know much about him, but all the way back in one of the earlier stages called Thriller Bark, Zoro actually fights him after losing some of his swords and gets this sword from him. And so ever since then, just his personality, the way that he composed himself, and just the legacy around him, it's just like, dude, that's a sweet character. I love that. I love, the sword is probably my favorite sword in One Piece, so I was like, I gotta dress as him.
Have you dressed as this character before?
This is actually my first time.
Okay, and how long has this character been in existence, and how long have you been aware of the character?
So this character's been in existence, I think, since like probably 2008 or so.
Okay, was this a you say 2020? So is this a COVID find?
This was, yeah. So my buddy actually went over there. He got me into One Piece during COVID because obviously it's really long, and then during COVID I had nothing better to do, so I was like, fine, dude, I'll start it. And then I started watching, and I was like, oh, okay, this is actually like amazing. This is fantastic.
That's awesome. Yeah, we have several people that are friends of ours. Several people on the channel have recommended One Piece. So very glad to have met up with you today, and thanks so much for talking with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Take care.
Hey, this is Josh with Eat Sleep Nerd. I'm still looking for the best cosplay, and I'm going to find it one piece at a time. Tell me your name and who we're cosplaying as.
My name is John Clark, and I am red-haired Shanks from One Piece.
And we talked to you last year, didn't we?
You did. I was dressed as Sanji, also from One Piece.
So how much of this did you put together yourself? How much was bought?
Well, I had the shirt and I had the pants. This is from my graduation. Then I bought the hat here, actually. Bought the sword online. And then I got hairspray.
First person to use his graduation clothes more than one time. Do you have a social media account where people can follow you, see your costumes?
I do. John Carter Clark on Instagram. Not the picture of me doing the Zoolander face. There's a picture of me on stage.
Thank you so much, man. We look forward to it again next year.
Thanks very much.
All right, this is Jason with Eat Sleep Nerd. We're at the Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo. I got it right on the first time this time. And I'm with Realm, correct? Yes. Tell us about your costume today, Realm.
So, unironically, I've actually been on this channel before. I had my sunflower outfit last time I was on here, but this time, I'd like to make this one return, and it's supposedly this, oh my gosh, post-apocalyptic scientist outfit. So I have potions with me, vines of all sorts, and the whole fit kind of as scientist, but his ward didn't really go that well. Kind of an original.
Yeah, this is, so what prompted you to use, you found clearly an old monitor, an E-machine, which I've not seen in well over a decade. That's really funny. So talk to us about the genesis of using like this monitor and opposed to something else.
So it's kind of funny. I've always kind of wanted to do cosplays, but wasn't big on like showing my face as much. So I was like, you know what? There's the Object Head community. I like drawing robotic characters with screens for heads originally. I was like, you know what? It'd be really cool to actually cosplay one of these TV-headed characters. So now I use the same E-machines, and I'll take it and make it into all these different costumes, and at a con, I'll just show up with one of the variant of costumes on with the same head.
Okay, so people can recognize you as a constant type thing.
Yes, it's kind of, it separates my personal life from con life, so then it's like people kind of know me a bit more for the head and not so much like my face.
I understand. Well, it's a really cool costume. Really appreciate you talking with us today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the time at the expo.
Yeah, you too. It's honestly great to see y'all again. I know I kind of waited months for the last video where y'all interviewed me to come out, but I'm honestly hyped for this one too. It's great to see you guys again.
This is Josh with Eat Sleep Nerd. I'm still looking for the best cosplay I possibly can. Tell me your name and who we're cosplaying.
My name is Sebastian. I'm cosplaying as the Riddler.
I was going to ask you where your pot of gold was.
There are no rainbows.
Are you playing anyone else this weekend, or is it just the Riddler?
Yesterday I was John Constantine.
Okay, are you coming back tomorrow?
Unfortunately, I'm not.
Oh no, that sucks, dude. Is there a social media account where anyone can come and see your costumes?
There is. It's on Instagram as well as Facebook. It's Caldwell Cosplay, both with K's.
Absolutely fantastic. Are these made yourself, or do we kit bash them, or?
It's pretty much put together. I mean, okay. Just a combination of different things.
Well, dude, you look great. Seriously.
Of course.
Oh, nice. The commitment. I love it, man. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Hi, I'm Jason with Eat Sleep Nerd, and today we are with...
Thaddeus Manning from Turtle Power Cosplay.
So you are clearly dressed as a mashup of Voltron and the Thundercats, yes?
No, I would have to say Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles. This is actually based off of the crossover comic by... They've been working on it for many years, and they're actually doing a third crossover that's going to come out later this year.
So this isn't a mashup. This is canon. This is actual existing comic.
Comic canon, yes, yes.
Okay, so what is the character's name that you're dressed as?
I am cosplaying as Raphael, the Red Turtle Ranger.
Very cool. Didn't even know that was in existence. So tell us about, I guess, can you just give us like a high-level overview of what the story is with this kind of crossover?
Yeah. So the story is that Tommy, the Green Ranger, actually gets kidnapped, and Shredder actually steals his morpher and becomes the Green Ranger Shredder. And so the Turtles have to work together to stop him. The Rangers are unable to morph, and they end up giving their morphers to the Turtles, and they end up becoming the Turtle Rangers. So it's pretty cool, yeah.
That's pretty interesting. Okay, pretty cool. So why don't you, if you wouldn't mind, you want to throw your... All right, yeah, give us a pose. If you could just give us a breakdown of how you made your costume.
So the turtle head, this is made by Joshua Workman. He has an official Facebook page. It's PSG Props. I paid around like $425 for it. He has been professionally making replica movie heads since 2014. And so the turtle shell itself, this is actually made out of Evofoam, and the costume itself, this is a Spirit Halloween costume.
Okay. So basically you found just whatever would work well together and then mixed it.
Yeah. No, and I think it's turned out really well. I've been cosplaying since about 2019. My very first cosplay was the 1990 movie Casey Jones.
Okay. Yep. That's my favorite turtle anything for me. Well, thanks so much, Thaddeus.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much for your time, and thanks so much for interviewing with us.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
This is Jason with Eat Sleep Nerd. Again, with more cosplay from the Huntsville Pop and Comic. God bless America. The Huntsville Pop and Comic, the Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo. There we go. Yeah, I know. I can't say it to save my life. All right. And right. Thank you. It's alphabetical order. All right. And I'm with Leonardo and Casey Jones from, let me guess, Thundercats?
Close.
Okay, hang on.
Sometimes.
Land Sharks.
Sometimes also.
Okay, hang on. Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
Oh, God, I knew I was going to get it. All right. So tell us about your costumes today.
So I'm Leonardo. Classic is, a little bit of deviation so I can wear it all day. Not the full latex movie style.
Right.
So kind of want to be able to move around, see everybody, meet people, and so that's what we're going with today.
And what is your costume made out of?
Everything from foam, latex, leather, everything's custom made.
Very cool. And tell us about the katanas that you're carrying.
So these were a gift to me from Splinter. So Splinter gave me these to train with because I'm the leader. I'm the one who has to have the most control. So that's why I have katanas.
That makes sense. I knew that about that. And talk to us about Casey Jones today.
Well, there's no one here whose ass I have to kick, so, that's kind of a bummer. But, I guess I'll make it up somewhere.
Where's Brittany? She's always wanting to fight. She's not here. Okay. Anyway, so why did you dress as Casey Jones?
Well, because I wanted to match Leonardo.
Clearly, yes. The colors match. That's outstanding. Well, thank you both so much for interviewing with us today. When are you guys going to do another cosplay, and what will you be going as?
Tomorrow will be Old Man Peter Parker.
Old Man Peter Parker. Is that the one? Yeah, with the robe. Okay. And what will you be dressed as?
Female Scruffy from Futurama.
Outstanding. You have to come find us. I got to see that.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate it. And those are a shell of the costumes. All right.
Thank you so much.
Hi, this is Jason, back with Eat Sleep Nerd at the Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo. And I said it straight this time. I'm so happy. I'm with my very, very best friend, Kevin. We've been friends for 23 years, and his lovely wife, Michelle. And they are dressed as the pop culture phenomenon Highlander, which is Outlander. I'm sorry, Outlander. My bad. So you're not Duncan MacLeod? No. Okay. So tell us about your character and what was the genesis of you guys picking these costumes?
Well, the genesis of us picking the costumes was actually Michelle's idea. After you said you guys were coming to the expo, wouldn't it be cool if you guys, dressed up? And Michelle said, I'm not dressing up unless we could go as characters from Outlander. So at first she was like, we can be Claire and Jamie, and I obviously do not look like Jamie. I look more like Dougal Mackenzie. And so I'm Dougal Mackenzie, and she's Claire Fraser.
Okay, the costumes look amazing. Tell us how you put these costumes together.
Real easy. Amazon.
Okay. So you did get a special accessory for your costume today. What did you get?
It's actually a Highlander sword, also from Amazon.
So you are Highlander.
Well, just the sword.
Just the sword.
Just the sword.
So Duncan McDougal?
No.
No, Duncan MacLeod.
No.
Dougal McAllister.
Not even close.
What is it again?
Dougal Mackenzie.
And you're Claire.
Fraser.
Claire Fraser.
Zer.
Fraser. Right. Okay. So okay. Fraser. Okay. So is this your first time dressing up for cosplay?
Yes, very much. Yes.
How do you feel doing, like, walking around in costumes out in public at an expo with thousands of people around you?
It's pretty cool.
It's actually pretty cool, yeah.
Is that because you're wearing kilts and dresses?
Yes.
Yes.
Good airflow, right?
Yeah. Very good airflow.
And we don't blend in.
Yeah,
We're different.
You are different, but Outlander has a time travel element to it, which makes it fantasy, so it fits right in with a pop culture type thing. And you said you already have been stopped and commented, people commented on your costumes.
Correct, yes.
Inside and out.
Fantastic. I'm really happy for you guys. I'm happy you guys dressed up. You look great. I'm really glad to see you both. And enjoy the rest of the expo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.